Jussie Smollett, you're back at it again with your bullshit. You say, oh Lord, let's get into this. Just say, juicy, you back at it again. Just right. Just juice, Jussie Smollett is back at it again. All right, so we already know that Mr. Smollett was sentenced to 150 days in jail for lying to police in a hate crime hoax. Now, remember, the former Empire actor was sentenced mm, to 30 months on a felony probation, including 150 days in jail, in order to pay restitution of more than 120 something thousand dollars and another fine of 25,000 for making false reports to police that he was a victim of a hate crime in January of 2019. After the judge announced his sentence, Smollett lowered his face mask and said he was innocent. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. The actor told the judge before turning to the court, and I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. Well, nothing happened to his black ass when he went in there. Okay. He spent a couple days in and then he was pretty much done. So the people, the two guys that he employed that were his friends and also one of them was, I guess, his personal trainer. Well, they're speaking out. And one of the things that they're saying is he has alluded to that this is what people do in Hollywood. They make up these stories of robberies, crimes, different things happening to them, and they're all absolutely false. And one of the things that these two brothers are hinting to, well, they didn't hint to, they basically came out and said in this Vlad interview, is that Jussie Smollett is saying that the Kim Kardashian Paris robbery is absolutely fake. It's not real. Kim was not really robbed in Paris. Yeah. Do you believe this? Did these people end up going to jail and stuff behind this? Hmm. Because Kim Kardashian's Paris robber accused her of throwing money away before the heist and said he doesn't care that she's traumatized. Since she was throwing money away, I was there to collect it, and that was that. Guilty? No, I don't care. So in October 2016, Kim Kardashian was robbed at gunpoint in her Paris hotel room with around $10 million worth of jewelry being taken, including her $4 million engagement ring. Kardashian had been staying at a hotel for Paris Fashion Week when the masked men broke in. They tied her up and duct taped her mouth and eyes shut. And the star later revealed that she feared she would be assaulted and unalive. So now, during a sit down interview with David Letterman in 2020, Kardashian described the evening as 7 or 8 minutes of torture as she recalled what had happened in this harrowing detail. They brought in the concierge from downstairs, handcuffed with a gun pointed to him. They were yelling at me in French, and I just sat up and said, he grabbed me and pulled me towards him, but I wasn't wearing anything underneath my bathrobe, Kardashian added through tears. So I was like, okay, this is the time I'm going to get graped. Graped. Okay? Just deal. Like it's gonna happen, like just prepare yourself. But then he tied me up with handcuffs and then zip ties and duct taped me. And then duct taped my mouth and then my eyes. Before he duct taped my eyes, because that was the last thing I saw, he found my whole jewelry box and held it up. Before her mouth was covered, Kardashian said that she was begging the concierge, who was also bound and handcuffed, to tell the robbers to spare her life for the sake of her family. I kept on looking at the concierge because I didn't know who he was, and And I'm like, what is happening? Are we going to die? She shared. Just tell them I have children. Like, I have babies. I have a husband. I have a family. I have to get home. Kim Kardashian's sister Courtney had been staying in the same suite as her, but was out with friends on the night of the incident. And Kardashian said that she began to imagine her sister discovering her dead body when she returned to the hotel. I saw him have a gun held out to me, and I was like, okay, this is it, she said. And I just kept thinking about Courtney. I kept on thinking, she's gonna come home and I'm gonna be dead in the room and she's gonna be traumatized for the rest of her life if she sees me. Thankfully, Kardashian did not sustain any physical injuries during the heist, but she was left mentally scarred by the ordeal and had flashbacks and anxiety attacks. It was later revealed that the intruders, a group of men in their 60s and 70s, had been planning the burglary for 2 years before the attack and had used Kardashian social media pages to organize the heist in its entirety. French police said that Kardashian use of Snapchat may have alerted the robbers to the jewelry that she had with her in Paris, as well as the fact that she was in the hotel room alone. Now, one of the robbers, 67, was one of the 12 men charged for the crime, and he spent 22 months in prison before he was granted early release on health grounds. In an interview with Vice News, he revealed some background information about the planning of the heist and insisted that he feels no guilt despite leaving Kardashian traumatized. I went on the internet and saw her jewelry. I saw her ring. I saw that she showed it everywhere, he said in the video. We knew this information through social media. We knew that she was coming for Fashion Week. So we went there to do some reconnaissance. So we were there. The robber revisited the hotel where the whole thing took place, as he explained exactly how the night unfolded to Vice. We got in through the little door that was open on the inside. As soon as we got in, we took control of the concierge. We overpowered them. We tied them up, and then we looked for the keys to the bedroom she stayed in. I stayed downstairs, he added, but two of my colleagues went upstairs with the concierge to go to Kim's room, Miss Kardashian's room. Then they picked up the jewelry and went downstairs. The robber then revealed that after the attack, Kardashian's assistant had made the mistake of phoning 911, the U.S. emergency number, despite the crime taking place in France. This meant that the French police weren't notified immediately and the intruders had time to escape. Now, with all of that information, and we know for a fact that this truly did happen to Kim, unlike Mr. Smollett, who faked his Magna situation. He has the gall. After reading all of that to you, and the robber confessing and breaking down what happened, he told these the brothers, the gym trainers, that this was Kim Kardashian's situation was false. How do you know that, Mr. Smollett? How do you know that? How do you know that this situation is false? Where's your proof? He was just saying anything. This man is a habitual liar. A habitual liar. He was willing to tell those bodyguards anything that he needed to tell them to get them on board with his concocted hate crime. This is showing very much how sick this man is. And folks out here are still defending him. This man needs help. He needs therapy. He needs therapy. And I bet you this man is not getting the therapy he needs because he don't think anything's wrong with them. I tell you, the toxicity of the situation, I tell you, this man needs therapy. Not only this, Not only is he talking ish about Kim Kardashian, saying her robbery is fake, but he has ruined Kim Fox's career. Yeah, Kim Fox's career is dead because of Jussie Smollett's bullshit. Embattled Chicago State Attorney Kim Fox will not run for re-election after a car crash tender marked by soft on-crime policies and Jussie Smollett debacle. So her career is dead in the water. She admits her time in office will forever be linked to the mishandling of Jussie Smollett's case, in which prosecutors were found to have committed substantial operational failures. My obituary will mention Jussie Smollett, and that makes me mad, she told the City Club of Chicago. More recently, she was slammed by the family of a 6-month-old baby killed by two teens driving a stolen car after Fox charged them only with a misdemeanor. So her legacy and her chances of running for anything is dead in the water because of Jussie Smollett, and she is tired of people talking about it and associating it with her. So anybody he gets in touch with, he seems to ruin. And not only that, he is trying to talk as much ish about Kim Kardashian. Y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. Don't forget to click subscribe. Hit that like button. Help me, y'all. Help, help, help me. Help me get into that algorithm. I appreciate it so much. And on that note, love yous, and I'm out, my pop heads. Bye.